One popular debate in our country for the past several decades has been over abortion. Some say that women have the right to choose whether to get an abortion because it's their body. Others, however, say that life should trump choice. I am pro-life, and the speech will give several reasons why abortion should be illegal. I will demonstrate this through the Bible, an article from Dr. Fritz Baumgartner, and the Declaration of Independence, as well as my personal experience. My first point is from the Bible. Many people ask what the Bible says about abortion. Psalms 139:13-16 says, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place. When I was woven together in the depths of the earth, your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." Therefore, God creates each of us and gives us life in the womb, not once we are born. He knows how many days we will live when the writer states, "All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." It cannot be any clearer that God gives us life as soon as we are formed in our mother's womb, and to take the life of an unborn child is murder. If what the Bible says is enough to prove that life starts in the womb, surely science is enough evidence. Dr. Fritz Baumgartner states in his article, "When Does Life Begin?" that there is no more pivotal moment in the subsequent growth and development of a human being than when 23 chromosomes of the father join with 23 chromosomes of the mother to form a unique 46 chromosome individual with a gender who had previously simply not existed. He goes on to say, "There is no more appropriate moment to begin calling a human human than the moment of fertilization." Thus, science supports the Bible's claim that life begins before we are born. Lastly, what does the Declaration of Independence have to do with abortion? The Declaration stated our independence from Britain as our own country, in essence forming the foundation of America's future. Our forefathers wrote, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. These unalienable rights pertain to all men who are created equal by their Creator. And according to the Bible and science, that includes the babies in the womb." The document goes on to say that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. Therefore, by our government legalizing abortion, which is a direct violation of a baby's right to life, we the people have the right and duty to alter or abolish this law. If this isn't enough evidence to abolish abortion, look at me. I am a living example of what should have never been. When in the womb, my twin brother and I had a rare condition called twin-to-twin transfusion, which resulted in very dire circumstances for us both. My brother was the recipient twin, meaning he received most of the blood nutrients, while I was the donor twin that gave the blood nutrients to him. In our extreme case, the doctors told my mother that they could save the recipient twin, but in order to do so, they would have to abort the donor twin. My mother refused the treatment, for she knew that God had a plan for her babies. When we were finally born, my brother was stillborn, while I, the donor twin that the doctors wanted to abort, was alive. God has a plan for each and every one of us, and who are we to tamper with God's plan? Had my mother listened to the doctors, I wouldn't be here giving this speech. So you see, I am biased toward the pro-life side of this debate. By all worldly standards, I shouldn't be here, but God had a plan. To this day, I continue to prove people wrong, not because I'm a superior person than anybody else, but because God has used me countless times to prove His glory. However, all prejudices aside, abortion should be abolished because the Bible and science prove that human life starts at fertilization in the womb, and the Declaration of Independence states that to take this life would be a violation of the rights of the unborn child. Therefore, we, the people of the United States, have the right and the duty to fight for these babies' rights by abolishing abortion practices in the United States. Thank you, and God bless.